The logistics company Humanitarian Aid and Consulting Services has outlined processes to get aid through the Rafah border crossing into Gaza. The Rafah border crossing in Egypt is congested and only opens in stages since the Israel-Hamas conflict began on the 7th of October. Newzroom Afrika's Ahmed Kajee has this report.
In terms of aid going in from Egypt, that's been some of the key discussions taking place as well. And joining us right now is Ahmed Kajee. She is part of an NGO which is operating out of Egypt at the moment. Shamima, thanks for your time today. Just firstly contextualize an event like this in the context of what we had seen over the last 6 weeks.
It's really wonderful. I've just obviously gotten here from Egypt, and to just see people that come out in support. I see it in a different way, obviously from an aid perspective. I've been based in Egypt for a little while, but to show that on-ground support, people coming out and going, we're not okay with this and we want to do everything that we can, is absolutely amazing.
Just take us through the logistics of getting aid into Palestine. It's been exceptionally difficult for those trying to get in?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, in all crises like this, when we have wars, it is very difficult to get in aid. We know it's particularly difficult with Gaza. The only way aid can actually go at the moment into Gaza is through the Rafah border. So let me just give you a little bit of that process of what it actually works like. So we actually, because there's a lot of misinformation about that, aid is generally packed inside of Cairo, where we purchase our goods, we pack them onto trucks, everything is palleted, and you've got a list there. The trucks then go to Al Arish, which is about 30 kilometers from the Rafah border, and it's stored there. From there, it goes to Al Oja, which is controlled by the Israelis. They will go through every truck for an inspection. They'll say, this can go in, and this can't go in. And based on that, the trucks will then go to Rafah and go across into Gaza. Well, this process is actually controlled by the Egyptian Red Crescent, together with the Palestinian Red Crescent on the other side, UNRWA, and also the Ministry for Health. And that's how we're coordinating this massive effort. Some days we can see up to 167 trucks go in. Yesterday, 0 aid trucks went in. We know how desperate the situation is, and so everything that we can actually do to be able to facilitate this work is really important.
Over the last 6 weeks, since the 7th of October attacks, have we seen any aid going in, and what's that situation been like?
Yes, absolutely. Look, way before the situation even happened, aid trucks need to go into Gaza every single day to be able to sustain the population. So that's the reality. So what we're seeing in terms of the amount of aid trucks going in is nowhere near what they need right now. But yes, we are seeing aid trucks go in. So the number does vary day to day, but aid trucks are going in. We've been able to send in 2 operation theaters. So an entire operation theater have gone in. We've sent in medical equipment. We send in medicines, which we get from the Ministry of Health inside Gaza, telling us what they need. We send in food. We send in water, fuel. We've just been told that we're going to need tents, blankets, so we're getting those supplies ready. We're all, inshallah, praying for a ceasefire, and that's what we're hoping for. And if we have a ceasefire, it means that, you know, especially if they're just looking at 5 days, it means it's a humanitarian corridor for us to enter, and we will take in as much aid as possible.
Shamima, thanks for your time today. I'm sure we'll be in touch going forward. That's Ahmed Kajee. Her NGO runs operations to get relief aid and relief supplies into the Gaza Strip from that Rafah border post. She's just returned from Cairo. We'll be continuing those conversations to ensure that aid can head into the Gaza Strip if or when a ceasefire happens to take place between Israel and Hamas. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ahmed Kajee in Ormonde.